This is Rap the News, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the secret covenant. The secret covenant came out in an email. Some guy said he received a strange email. He did not know who it was from, and he opened it, and basically it had this strange information on it that he put out over the net. See as anybody else could decipher it. And who knows if it's a ploy or not, but it's real. What's happening inside the email was real. And so he shared this across the whole world. Anyway, and I got a copy of it. And I'm doing this video because I had this dream of the same thing, that I was in some high-powered building meeting with these infiltrators. Like they were so wealthy that money did not matter to them. You don't even mention money because it don't matter. They could just buy anything that they wanted. So anybody mentioning money, it was a black guy. He was out there trying to, he had some kind of pizza business or something like that in the dream, and he was trying to hustle money, and basically he was too close to their vicinity, and they put him out of business quickly in the dream because it was like, he don't belong around here because he's mentioning money. Nobody mentions money here. And so inside the dream, it was a bunch of white guys in gray suits, and basically it was like a ringleader, big fat white guy, and basically he was pretty much saying who's going to be loyal to him. Who's going to be loyal to him. And everybody was going around this guy like clockwise in a circle in these suits. Who's going to be loyal to him? And they were talking about Satan. And I was here just observing, but I'm going through the motions with them, and I'm looking around and stuff like that. It's like they don't know I'm there. And what they were doing is making agendas to destroy Israel. People, they have never stopped making an agenda to destroy Israel. So we're going to get into it, the secret covenant. And so I write before I read the secret covenant. No other nations matter to the devil but Israel. Why? Because the other nations were already doomed to hell. Satan's whole thing is to get everybody in the fire. They already going. So the only people that matter is the people who wasn't going to hell. The entire world is just a glittering pot of seduction to lure the Semitic people. All the beast nations are being used by Satan as collateral damage to hinder God's chosen people. The warning was, don't be deceived by these beasts in the scriptures. And so I have put out the last couple of days that the Torah is infiltrated, and nobody gonna come up and tell me that the Torah ain't infiltrated, because I can show you the infiltration, and the contradictions and the false gods and everything in the Torah, as I can show you the same thing in the Bible. And then you get these dummies preaching the message, trying to make it a sacred book when the white man then desecrated us, our land, and our books. And then I would even go as far, because I'm telling the truth, to say that the translation even in the Quran is infiltrated. I could prove it all. So every book is infiltrated. No, you're wrong. Try me, and I'll show you that I'm not wrong. I've been studying so damn long that these people are like ants to me. Like they think they're having some kind of debate or argument with me. I'm way surpassed their level of thinking. I don't care how much I bumble, how slow I may talk. Some people say, sometimes he sounds drunk. Good for you, motherfucker. But here's the thing. My knowledge level is keen. Fuck what you think and how you feel. Okay, let's get into it, man. And just like I said, I'm going to put this back out here before I read this. Somebody in the comments, please put somebody who is worthy of me watching. They're not a liar. they're not a deceiver, and they are preaching the gospel or the Torah. Again, find me someone who don't lie about the gospel and the Torah. I would like to meet them. And they got a channel, and people are actually watching them. I ain't talking about you got 100 subscribers. I'm talking about people are watching them in the thousands. Show me that person, because I haven't met them. I've been looking for them. I've been looking for somebody who preaching the word raw and true. Okay, let's get into it, man. The secret covenant is an illusion. An illusion, it will be so large and so vast it will escape their perception. So something is happening around you that's so big that you can't even perceive it. Alright? Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. So as soon as your eyes open to the delusion, the infiltration, the illusion, they label you as crazy. We'll create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. And so, since I read so many of these type of documents, I can tell you, they are the right wing and the left wing. They are the Democrats and they are the Republicans. They're the good and they're the bad. You should really listen to that. Because what? Because that's how they run in this earth. What are they saying? We play all sides of the field. We're everybody. We're the ones who passing the evil laws, and then we're the ones who fighting against the evil laws. We're the ones who's trying to help black people in welfare reform and all this bullshit. We're the ones who saying fuck them. Why should we help them? It ain't fair. We're playing all sides, right? So you can't see the connection between any of them because it's all one big old devil, the whole world. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, little by little, and we can see that with the bikini. It started out with a whole bodysuit, and then it went up to the ankle, then it went up to the knee, then it went up to the thigh, and now you in panties, and now you in the thong, and pretty soon you just be wearing a fucking leaf. You know what I mean? Or just buck ass naked. And that's a little drop at a time. That's how they deceive. As to never bring suspicion upon ourselves, this will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. So over a period of time, you're like, damn, you would have to remember it. They used to wear bikinis all the way down to their ankles. What happened? We will always stand above their relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to him who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. They preach in health, but they destroying you. And I noticed that anything they say is healthy. Well, you should go alkaline. Well, you should go a vegan. You should go this. You should stop drinking milk. Don't eat eggs anymore. Don't pull the skin off of the chicken. All of it is screwing you over. It's the fat of the damn animal that keep you fucking alive. They want you to get rid, zero fat. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways, subtle serpents. Subtle ways, they're subtle serpents. So that they will never see what is happening. We'll use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and in water. You know what they found out was in the chemtrails? Soft metals. You know what they found out is in your cereal that you're eating in the store? Soft metals. You know what they're putting in your mouth at the dentist? They replaced it with metal. Why? Because metal destroys your brain. We keep going. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, sedatives in their food and water. So all of those ingredients, all of those extra shit that's in the food, all of that is drugs. That's why it's the Food and Drug Administration. You're being drugged in your food, and all these chemicals have chemical reactions. So you might put a meal together that causes you to have a heart attack. You got to think about this, fools. Sedatives in the food and the water, also in the air. See, and that was before anybody knew anything about the chemtrails. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. And look how many people crazy today. We will promise to find a cure for our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poison will be absorbed through their skin. When you put on new clothes, it's poison in there. The washing powder and bleach and everything, poison. And their mouths, they will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. For all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. The poison will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, and what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poison, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good. So chlorine, and all of the stuff it's in the water, right? You brushing your teeth with it, right? With fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help, the sports people, right? We will enlist them to push our poisons. Food and Drug Administration. And this is why God said grow your own food. They will see our products being used in film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poison into the blood of their children. So all this inoculation and stuff like that, they be sticking watch this. We as Israelites who know, as soon as our baby comes home from the hospital, we have to start giving our baby charcoal to release the mercury and all the rest of the poisons that they inject in our black babies to make them what? Dumb down. You know what I mean? So they won't be autistic, as they say, from their poisons. They fried the brain of your child before they even had a chance. You thinking that they doing your child well. Well, we got to get it from germs, and they use germs for everything. We got to irradiate for germs, and then they nuking your food. And then watch this. They homogenizing and pasteurizing everything to kill you. All it's doing is taking the nutrients out of your food. You are getting no real substance. You might as well not even eat. And convince them it is for their help. We will start early on when their minds are young, training you at school. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metal that will kill the minds and steal their futures. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak before us by our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. Ain't that happening? And when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. And so guess what? Watch this. Somebody tell me. When God said he created the wicked serpent, the wicked serpents, what color are they? We all know they white. What's the mindset of the people that's writing this? White. Who got the money to actually do this? White. Let's not deceive ourselves then. And then watch. It's like people are like Ash or Rock that come and say, I see white people as inherently good. There are good white people, but the only good person is those who turn to God 100%. everybody else is perpetrating the fraud. And, you know, I ask my children, name me one white person. I'm not being racist whatsoever. Name me one spiritual white person. They don't know any. I don't either. There are people who claim to be spiritual, but are they? Do you know their heart? Are they out preaching a strong message somewhere, a truth? Or are they out like Joel Osteen and Paul Bagley and all those other white pastors preaching lies and deception to the people with a smile on their face? I'll put this in the comments. Point to me one righteous white person preaching the message of God, telling the people the truth. Put him in the comments so I can go check him out. See? For the people who get angry at the truth, find me, just like I said, find me one righteous black person who's preaching the truth of the Bible and the Torah. I did not say the Quran. I said the Bible and the Torah. Tell me one righteous person preaching the Bible and the Torah, the truth of it. Please put that in the comments. I really, all of my heart and soul want to find this person or these people. You know, and one white person, right? Because every camp, every last one of them, they false, they're liars, they're deceivers. You know, the devil is using them. Dow, Watchman reports, all of them, you know, Truth Unveiled, Truth Unedited, all of them are deceivers. And they black, you know. So we're going to give them more poisons when they come to us for help. They're going to give you more medication. We will focus their attention towards money and material goods so that they may never connect with God. And so that's why I said about the Gentiles, black, white, yellow, green, and brown. Only material things. The creation matters to them. Jesus is the creation. Money is the creation. Fame and fortune is a part of the material world. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, games, so that they may never be one with God. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we will find ways to implement mind-altering technologies into their lives. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. Democrats, Republicans, the left wing, the right wing, blacks, whites. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective but carry out our plan. They will perform the labors for us, and we shall prosper from their work, their toil, their struggling. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure always, that serpent seed blood, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. We will keep them separated from God. We will control all aspects of their life and tell them what to think and how to. That's why I don't go for the Paleo Hebrew. That's why I don't go for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Every time these fucking mutts come up with something new, and everybody jump on this is what God's real name is. This is, all of it is a lie from these motherfuckers, man. And it comes down. And they paying agents to deceive us, man. And we need to get away from all of that bullshit and just focus on God. Right? We will control every aspect of their life, tell them what to think and how. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think that they are guiding themselves. Look at it for yourselves. Ain't that what lie to me no more? Look at the words that's coming out of your mouth. Grab that King James. King James is a faggot. Grab that King James. Oh, fucking deceivers, man. And then Donnell gonna try to say that they preaching the Torah. They preaching lies in the Torah. They perpetrators. You know. And then when I prove that they're preaching lies, Donnell and people like him try to act like they didn't see that they're teaching our people monkey fucky funk fry backwards. We will foment animosity between them through our factions. The Bible and the Torah, look at us. Arguing like a bunch of fucking heathens, right? Over what? The lies the white man then put in the book. We know who infiltrated the book. Satan's seed did. You know, and like I said, when you tell the truth, it hurts. Sorry about the truth when y'all can't stand the truth. Like they say in y'all movies, y'all can't handle the truth. When a light shall shine among them, rap the news, we shall extinguish it by ridicule. Let's make a mockery. Oh, this nigga ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. Or death, whichever suits us best. But they can't kill me. You know why? For as long as you remain true in your heart to God, the devil cannot lay his hands on God's chosen people. The only one the devil can just get, as is written in the book, is those who got the mark in their forehead. Their cognitive thinking is fucking evil. They can touch Lie to Me No More. They can touch Donnell's wicked ass. They can touch Dow. They can touch any of them anytime they want to. They'll go out and make a mockery of you though, through people of your own color. We'll make them rip each other's hearts apart and kill their own children. Here, abortion clinics in a black neighborhood, right? Let's put a box of guns in a black neighborhood. Through Ronald Reagan, let's put crack in the black. Crack came, watch this. I went to a predominantly white school, right? And so watch this. When they were doing the elections before Ronald Reagan came in office, all the whites was putting all their money on Ronald Reagan. Because Ronald Reagan and secret societies promised to kill the nigger. For real. And the whites would come to school and say, oh, I feel sorry for you niggers. Oh, when Ronald Reagan gets into office, they were actually literally saying this. All you niggers are going back to slavery. They really told us that. And so watch this. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. Look at Trump. The hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. So what do these devils feed off? They feed off negative energy. So they lie in the Bible, and then they lie in the Torah, and then when you're trying to make sense of it, you're going to argue. They already know that. No, it says right here in the Bible. Man, we don't read that fucking garbage. The Bible is a whole motherfucking lie. No, the Torah is a lie. No, Jesus is the way. No, Moses is the way. You know what I mean? And watch this. I'm a mediator. I come in, you know, I feel like that Michael Jackson video where he go on both sides and he make each side stop fighting. That's what I feel like. You know, like, look, nigga, beat it. You know what I mean? I feel like that bullshit, man. Like, they each side will not stop with their shit because they that fucking dumb. I guess all the soft metals done fuck their brain off, huh? Anyway. In their conflicts, we will emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sound. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. You work for it, you pay taxes, and we'll use all of this money to build up a military and a workforce and work things against you in technology. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. What's happening? Every last bit of this, huh? We will also hide the divine truth from them, that there is only one God. This they will never know. They must never know that color is an illusion. They must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total dominancy, control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal their freedom little by little. We will establish a money system, credit, that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. You know, the national debt. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story. What do they call it? Black, what do they call it? Identity terrorists. When you identifying with being black, you are a terrorist. Come on, think about that, really. And present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. We will use our media to control the flow of information, their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we shall crush them like insects, ants, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. That's why they want to get rid of. They are 15. You know, and they keep making these false flag events. Look, some nutcases shot up the movie theater. Oh, they went to a school this time. Oh, they shot up a poor black church. Niggers, give up your guns. God damn it. You know what I mean? We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. Dow, Watchman Reports, GMS, GOCC, every last one of these motherfuckers are infiltrators. You can't even prove that to you know, lie to me no more. They all infiltrators. If they ain't infiltrators, they dumb as fuck. They're one or the other. They're dumb as fuck, not fuck. They're dumb as fuck. Watch this. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. The recruits will be called initiates, and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to the higher realms. Members of these groups will think that they are one with us, never knowing the truth. You're dealing with straight up devils, man. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles. Watch out for the leaders, huh? Watch out for the leaders. But never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel to the stars. They will never reach their higher realm, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face, in your face, so close they will not be able to focus on it until it is too late. Look at the end, and people are just now starting to receive the message. Oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be. The illusion of freedom. And you ain't gonna, you know what I mean? That they will never know they are our slaves. There's a slave on a long leash. When all is in place, the reality, let me tell you something, a slave on a long leash. Watch this. They tell you what to eat, breathe, and sleep in school. They give you a list of what your trades is going to be. You know, this is what you're going to do. We gave you slaves an option to choose where you're going to work for us at. And then you're going to pay us taxes. And when you pay us taxes, we're going to make more money to keep you in control. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. So you can't never get out of debt. You got to go to work every day. You got to go to school every day. You got to play the game, as they say. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established from time immemorial. I can't even say that. Immemorial. It's a weird word. But if they ever find out they are our equal, which is bullshit, you're above them, we shall perish then. This they must never know. If they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, and he ain't talking to the world, it's talking to us, they will take action. They must never ever find out what we have done, for if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the man of perdition is revealed. Once the veil has fallen, our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives. For this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We are the ones who from heaven to earth came. This covenant must never ever be known to exist. It must never ever be written or spoken, for it is the consciousness it will spawn will release the fury of the prime creator upon us, and we shall be cast to the depths from which we came, hell, and remain there until the end of time of infinity itself. So this I received a long time ago, and I have more of these where it get worse when they talk about we gonna create feminism. We're gonna put the black woman over the black man. You know how they ruling and regulating. You know, there was another guy who said that some guy asked him to fill in for a meeting from him, and just take his place because he can't be absent from this meeting. And the guy agreed to go there. When he went there, he said it was a bunch of old men in suits talking about how they was going to destroy the world like this. And he was laughing it off and said, these people are wacky and kooky. And then he said, 10 years from now, he saw it all happening. 10 years from then, he seen it all happening. And he was like, they wasn't wacky and kooky. They meant business. Strapped the nose.